What's going on in YouTube? Hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today we are going to be talking to you about the FIFA 22 custom tactics change that we have been given by EA. This was from the pitch notes, which we took a look at the other day in a video, but I wanted to go through and discuss it in a little bit more detail and let you know kind of my excitement with regards to this change. I will put a link in the description as well for the pitch notes for you to go through and have a read for yourself if you haven't already. All right. So if you remember, we did a video 3 weeks ago, I believe, talking about how I would like to see our custom tactics change back to the FIFA 18 days, where we had sliders where essentially it would go from 0 to 100 and you could customize your tactics a little bit more. That's something that they have kind of gone towards. Now, they haven't gone fully all the way back, but they have made it in what looks like an improvement, kind of to me when taking a look at it. So I'll just quickly run over this for you. The new attacking tactics. We're expanding tactic customization instructions to enable more gameplay variety. For FIFA 22, one of the main differences is breaking down the attacking tactics into two sections, build-up play and chance creation. This separation can enable players to have more control over playstyles and team behaviors. So just take a look here. We can see we've got build-up play and chance creation on the offense. Build-up play is going to be anything from when you pick the ball up inside your own half, getting into the midfield, right? Moving into that transitional final third period. The great thing about this is it's going to give your team the ability to, I do want a slow build-up. Don't all run away from me. Don't all just go running towards the opponent's half, getting into that final third. I want you to hold. I want you to come short. I want you to go long. It depends on what you want to set it up as. Now, you can go, you can go for an aggressive, quick counter. You can go for a direct passing. You can go for possession. It all depends exactly what you want to do in your playstyle. Just a quick one, ladies and gentlemen. Question of the day. What do you think is going to be the most overpowered formation on FIFA 22? And if you do enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe. We do stream over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst, 9 AM UK times. Come on over, say hello, ask any questions, get ready for FIFA 22. Let's go back to the video. Meaning that you can really create and customize to whatever you want for your team in that build-up and chance creation. I feel like this is going to give individual play styles a bit more fluidity and kind of change. Like, not everyone. So the way I try to play is that I will build up slow in my defense and in the middle of the pitch. But then when I get into the final third, I do want some free-flowing movement. I want the players to express themselves. I want them to get into these sort of positions. And that's where some direct runs could be really good. Now, you might be the other way. You might say, I just want to build up really slow. I want to sit on the edge and I want to break the opponent down really slow. I want them to make the mistake. I don't want my players running in behind. I want them always showing short. Having that ability to do that, I feel like is going to give you so much more when you are actually kind of working into attack. Another great feature that I've kind of added into as well is that the width is now done on a slider out of 100, which I believe is going to just give us a bit more of a change, really, because when you do it out of 10, sometimes it's actually 7. You can't feel the difference too much between 7 width, 4 width in the attack. I don't feel like it's enough. Whereas having that 100 will just kind of give you whatever width or narrow you want in your playstyle. So that's a really, really great feature. One thing that I think is going to allow us to do as well is to use different tactics, different formations, and create them how you want and have kind of that fun element to it as well. I don't feel like no tactics are going to be the same. Whereas this year, tactics are a little bit repetitive in my opinion. Like, yeah, all right, you can change a few things here and there, but as a whole, they're all very similar because the system was so numbed down to the core. It was basic for anybody to understand and just pick up, create some tactics and kind of go from there. I'm really hoping this does lead to more customization for the individual user, for the individual player, to create a playstyle that suits them. One thing that I will say is that when the custom tactics videos start rolling out from myself and the other YouTubers and the other pros, whoever, is take little bits and bobs from each one of them, but customize them and take them to your playstyle because no FIFA player is the same, right? So we can just see here, chance creation, things like forward runs. We have a choice of balanced, slow build up, long ball, and fast build up in there for us. But then when we go into chance creation, we have possession, direct passing, forward runs, and balance again. which again is just a great feature. Like forward runs, this tactics pushes players deep into the attacking areas, but if you lose possession, you could find yourself open on the counter. Possession will say come forward, go short, look for the little dribbles instead. Direct passing, once the team enters the attacking zone while in possession, players will create chances by making runs for passes into space behind the opposing back line. So this all comes down to how you've got your team set up and how you want to play, which really, really does sound fantastic. Now, the other thing to it as well going on from that is that we do now have the option to have our depth and width set out of 100 as well. Remember what I said about the attacking width? Having the depth out of 100, again, I feel like gives you so much more kind of to it. It kind of allows you. Now, the only thing that I kind of wanted to make as a big thing, there is actually something in the tactics, which I don't think you can see on these screens here, unfortunately. You can now have it set so that you can tell your defense to hold their line. Where is it? I believe, did we see it somewhere? I can't remember. I feel like I've read it somewhere, but I really, really can't. You have the choice to basically get your defense to hold their line as well, rather than constantly going and sitting deep. So you could be, having 70 depth and asking them to hold their line and not, try and play people offside. It may be risky, but it could work really, really well for you as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And again, I think allowing just you to create the perfect kind of tactics that suit you. I don't feel like these are going to happen overnight. I don't feel like these are going to be comfortable for people. This is something that may take games and games and games, weeks and weeks and weeks of fine-tuning and working on. Do I expect any particular tactics and formations to be strong on FIFA 22? I think, as always, the kind of bread and butter is the 4-2-3-1 narrow, and the 4-4-2 will always be quite good. It really does depend, though, on the game that we get next year. By the looks of it, with passing being the way that hopefully it's going to be better, you may see a bit more of a return of the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, but I think that does depend on how quick the game is and what sort of passing and skill moves are kind of viable as well. But as a whole, based off the look of it, I think 4-2-3-1 is probably going to be the sort of king kind of going into the game, or maybe even a 4-2-2-2, especially with the customizability and allowing you to still press and be aggressive. The cons from this to this tactic system that I feel like we've been introduced, the defensive style still being on constant pressure, press on possession loss, heavy touch, and balanced and drop back. I don't feel like that's the way to go about it. I really, really don't like the fact that you can run these press on possession losses and become a very, very good press with the ball without even having to manually do anything yourself, which I find is a little bit of a letdown, really, a little bit of a broken system in my personal opinion, right? But I am looking forward to it. I do feel like this is something that we can get a little bit more excited about, especially when we look at attacking AI and how broken it is. It just doesn't work good enough, really. This maybe is a way to get that kind of tweaked and get that kind of how you want it to be, along with obviously the players being able to make more decisions themselves. I think 6 times every second now they can make a decision or something stuff like that. So I'm hoping that these two go hand in hand to give us that free-flowing game of football, if that's the kind of the play style that you are looking for as well. So you guys let me know, do you have a particular formation that you think is going to be strong on FIFA 22? Is there anything particular that you think is going to be the one? If so, let me know down below in the comment section. As always, thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, if you're looking forward to FIFA 22, do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.